What if I told you that the healthy handful of walnuts you eat every morning could actually be doing you more harm than good? I know it sounds crazy. Walnuts are one of nature's perfect foods, right? Brain food, great for heart health, packed with those good omega-3s we're always told to get more of. And all of that is true. But here's what shocked me when I started digging into the research. Nearly every older adult I've come across is making the same critical mistakes with walnuts. As we age, our digestive enzymes become less active. Our liver metabolizes fats differently, and our list of prescription medications grows longer. What worked well in your 40s doesn't always work the same way in your 60s or 70s. That's why even nutritious foods can sometimes backfire for mature adults. It's not the food's fault. It's about how your changing body processes it. Here's the real eye-opener. Research suggests that around 70% of adults over 60 consume omega-3 rich foods on a weekly basis, but only about a third of them are doing it safely. The rest are unknowingly undermining their own health through timing, storage, and combination mistakes that can reduce nutrient absorption or even increase dangerous side effects. I'm about to count down the 6 biggest walnut mistakes that could be undermining your health right now, ranking them from number 6 all the way down to the most dangerous one. And trust me, it'll be worth waiting for number 1, because this mistake is so common and so potentially harmful that it could explain why some of you aren't seeing the brain and heart benefits you're expecting, despite doing everything you think is right. The information in this video is for educational purposes only, compiled from open sources, and does not substitute medical advice. Please consult your doctor for any health-related concerns. Mistake number 6, stacking omega-3 sources. Now, here's where things get a bit more complex. You've heard that omega-3 fatty acids are wonderful for brain and heart health, right? Absolutely true. The research is crystal clear on this. But here's what often gets overlooked. Getting too much omega-3 from multiple sources throughout the day can actually thin your blood more than is safe. Our team at Over 60 Health Secrets sees this pattern frequently. Taking a fish oil supplement every morning, eating salmon for dinner twice a week, and snacking on walnuts throughout the day. Sounds like you're covering all your bases, doesn't it? The problem is you've now tripled or quadrupled your omega-3 intake. And according to research from the National Institutes of Health, excessive omega-3 consumption can significantly increase bleeding risk. What does that mean in everyday life? A minor fall at home, a small cut while preparing dinner, or even a routine dental cleaning. Any of these could lead to more bleeding than would normally occur. There's another consideration too. Walnuts contain phytic acid, a natural compound that can block a significant portion of iron absorption when consumed alongside iron supplements or iron-rich foods. For seniors managing anemia or low iron levels, this is particularly important to understand. The fix. If taking fish oil or eating fatty fish regularly, reduce walnuts to just 3 to 4 halves daily. Space out walnuts and iron supplements by at least 2 hours. Don't stack multiple omega-3 sources in a single day. Balance is key. We're getting closer to the most common mistake now, but we're not there yet. This next one is particularly important if you take any daily medications, and chances are this might be happening in your routine right now without you even realizing it. Mistake number 5, poor medication timing. This is something many healthcare providers don't have time to explain during a typical appointment. Walnuts can significantly delay how your body absorbs certain medications, sometimes by up to 2 hours. Let our team at Over 60 Health Secrets walk you through a common scenario. It's 8 a.m. You're sitting at your kitchen table with your morning coffee. You take your heart medication or thyroid pill just like every day. Then you have a small bowl of walnuts mixed with your cereal for added nutrition. Seems perfectly healthy, right? But here's what's actually happening. The natural fats and fiber in those walnuts can slow down how quickly your medication enters your bloodstream. Your heart medication might not reach full effectiveness until 10 a.m., potentially leaving you less protected during those first couple hours of your day. Here are the medications that can be most affected. Thyroid medication. Levothyroxine absorption can drop significantly when taken with high-fiber foods like walnuts. Blood thinners like warfarin. Walnuts contain vitamin K, which can affect your INR levels. Measure your doctor monitors to ensure your blood clotting stays in a safe range. Diabetes medications. When combined with walnuts, you might experience unexpected fluctuations in blood sugar levels. The fix. Take your medications on an empty stomach exactly as prescribed. Wait 2 to 4 hours before having walnuts. Avoid eating walnuts before bedtime. Slower nighttime digestion can cause discomfort or acid reflux. 3 mistakes down, 3 to go. And here's where things get even more important. The next mistake involves something you probably don't even think about, but it could be affecting the walnuts in your pantry right now. Most people have no idea this is even happening. Let's dive into mistake number 4. Mistake number 4, not checking freshness. Here's the truth that most people don't realize. A large percentage of walnuts sitting in pantries across America have gone rancid, and you often can't tell just by looking. Wait, my walnuts look perfectly fine. That's exactly the issue. Here's what happens. Walnuts contain delicate, unsaturated oils. When exposed to air, light, or warmth for extended periods, these oils break down and oxidize, creating compounds that can irritate your digestive system and cause inflammation. Studies have shown that bulk walnuts from regular grocery stores can show signs of oxidation within just 3 months of storage. Now picture this common scenario. You're at your local grocery store. You pick up a bag of walnuts, but there's no way to know when they were packaged, how they were stored in the warehouse, or how long they've been on that shelf. You bring them home. You leave them in your pantry at room temperature, maybe in a clear container near your kitchen window. Within a few weeks, those nutritious walnuts have lost much of their value and could actually cause more harm than good. How to tell if your walnuts have gone bad? They smell sharp, sour, or almost chemical-like. They taste bitter or unpleasant instead of mild and slightly sweet. Or they've been sitting in your pantry for more than a month. The fix. Buy small quantities, no more than a month's supply at a time. Store in an airtight glass jar in your refrigerator. For long-term storage, keep them in the freezer. They'll stay fresh for up to a year. Avoid storing in clear containers where sunlight can reach them. All right, we've covered 3 important mistakes so far, but this next one might surprise you. It's something that can develop at any age, even if you've eaten walnuts your whole life. Here's mistake number 3. Mistake number 3, inconsistent consumption. Here's the mistake that often flies under the radar. Eating walnuts irregularly. One day you have them, 3 days you don't. Sunday you have a big handful, then you forget about them all week. Sound familiar? The health experts at Over 60 Health Secrets want you to understand something important. Walnuts only deliver their full benefits when eaten regularly, in the right portion, at the right time. Think about it like your daily medications. You wouldn't take your blood pressure pill whenever you remember, would you? Nutrition works the same way after 60. Your body thrives on consistency, especially when it comes to heart-healthy foods like walnuts, the ideal walnut routine. A 2 to 3 p.m. snack with 7 walnut halves, paired with apple slices or plain yogurt. Skip walnuts in the morning if that's when you take medications. Avoid them in the evening if you're having fatty fish for dinner. And here's a bonus tip. Lightly toast your walnuts in a dry pan for 3 to 5 minutes. It enhances flavor and improves digestibility. Research from the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health suggests that older adults who eat nuts about 5 times a week show significantly lower risk of heart disease, but only when consumed consistently. Now, mistake number 3 might seem simple enough to fix, right? But here's where things get more sensitive. Mistake number 2 is something most people have never even heard of, and it can develop even if you've eaten walnuts your whole life. Let's talk about it. Mistake number 2, ignoring new sensitivities. Here's something that surprises many people. You can develop new food sensitivities after 60, even to foods you've enjoyed your entire life. Research published in allergy and immunology journals has found that adult-onset nut sensitivities are increasing significantly each year, and tree nuts like walnuts are among the most common triggers. Here's what makes this particularly tricky. The symptoms often start very small and are easy to dismiss. A little tingling or mild itching in your mouth. You think it's nothing. Some stomach discomfort. You blame something else you ate. A small skin reaction you assume is just dryness. Then one day, the reaction becomes more noticeable. Even if you don't have a sensitivity yourself, there's another concern. Most packaged walnuts are processed in facilities that also handle peanuts, cashews, and almonds. Cross-contamination is a real possibility, especially for those with any tree nut sensitivities. The fix. If you're new to walnuts or returning after a break, start small. Just 2 to 3 halves daily for the first week. Pay attention to your body. Any skin changes, digestive issues, or breathing discomfort. Always check package labels for may contain traces of other tree nuts. Stop immediately if anything feels off and mention it to your doctor. All right, we've made it through 5 important mistakes. But now we're at the big one, the mistake that almost everyone makes. This is the most common walnut mistake after 60, and it's so easy to overlook. Here's mistake number 1. Mistake number 1, eating too many at once. And here it is. The mistake that Over 60 Health Secrets sees more than any other, portion control. You might think walnuts are healthy fats, so I can eat as many as I want throughout the day. Not quite. And here's why this matters so much after 60. Picture this common scenario. You're watching the evening news or reading a book. You reach for the walnut jar on your counter and grab what seems like a reasonable handful. But here's what just happened. That one handful delivered approximately 370 calories and 36 grams of fat. That's nearly 2/3 of your recommended daily fat intake in a single sitting. And here's the critical part. Our metabolism naturally slows as we age. Our digestive enzymes aren't as robust as they used to be. That means our bodies process fats differently now, even the healthy, beneficial kinds. The result: you might experience bloating, digestive discomfort, or unexplained weight gain, even though you're eating all the right foods. According to Harvard Health Publishing, just 1 ounce of walnuts daily can lower heart disease risk by up to 15%. But the key word there is 1 ounce. More isn't better. More is just more. The fix: stick to exactly 7 walnut halves per day. That's about 1 ounce or 185 calories. Eat them slowly, ideally around 2 to 3 p.m. when your digestive system is working most efficiently. Pair them with apple slices, a few baby carrots, or a small cup of plain yogurt for easier digestion and better nutrient absorption. Your complete senior-friendly walnut routine. Now that we've covered all 6 mistakes, let's put together a simple, practical plan you can start using today. Here's your complete routine, developed by the experts at Over 60 Health Secrets. At the grocery store, buy organic raw walnuts in smaller packages. Always check the best buy date before purchasing. Avoid bulk bins. Those nuts have often been exposed to air and light for too long. Storing at home. Transfer them to an airtight glass jar immediately. Keep them in your refrigerator or freezer if buying larger quantities. Use within 1 month for optimal freshness and nutritional value. Daily timing. Mid-afternoon, 2 to 3 p.m. is the sweet spot for most people. Stick to 7 walnut halves. Pair with fresh fruit or plain yogurt. Drink a glass of water to support digestion. Medication spacing. Take your morning medications first on an empty stomach. Wait 2 to 4 hours before having your walnut snack. If you take evening medications, enjoy your walnuts earlier in the day. Weekly check-in. Do a quick smell test on your stored walnuts. Notice how your body feels after eating them. Adjust your routine if needed based on your individual response. Research suggests that older adults who eat nuts like walnuts about 5 times a week show significantly lower risk of heart disease, improved memory and cognitive function, and better overall longevity markers. But these benefits only appear when walnuts are consumed correctly, fresh, properly portioned, and consistently. Quick recap. Let's quickly review those 6 mistakes in the order we covered them. Number 6, stacking omega-3 sources. Balance your intake, don't overload. Number 5, poor medication timing. Wait 2 to 4 hours after taking pills. Number 4, not checking freshness. Store properly and test regularly. Number 3, inconsistent consumption. Make it a daily ritual, not a random snack. Number 2, ignoring new sensitivities. Start small and listen to your body. Number 1, eating too many at once. Stick to 7 halves daily. Here's what the Over 60 Health Secrets team wants you to remember. Healthy aging isn't about perfection. It's about awareness, consistency, and respecting how your body's needs evolve over time. 1 small serving each day. Fresh, properly stored, eaten with intention. That's really all it takes. Your heart, your brain, and your overall health will thank you for it. If this video helped you understand even one of these important mistakes, we'd really appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up. It helps us reach more people who need this information. Share it with a friend or family member who eats walnuts regularly. It could help them improve their health routine. And subscribe to Over 60 Health Secrets, because next week we're covering the 5 most common mistakes seniors make with avocado. One of them involves a surprising interaction with blood pressure medications. Thanks for watching Over 60 Health Secrets, your trusted partner in healthy aging. See you in the next video.